Welcome to STAISIX. STAISIX helps developers prevent non-compliant AI from reaching production. It integrates directly into your GitOps and CI/CD pipelines, where it runs AI governance checks alongside the security and quality checks your engineering team already performs. To join our pilot program is simple. Go to our website, stasix.com, and click on Private Beta Form. This form allows us to collect some information about the AI system that you're building. You need the AI system name and description, as well as the company you work for. Once you fill out this form, just click Submit. Once you complete your registration on our website, you will receive an email with detailed instructions on how to install and activate Stasix in your environment. The email will contain a unique access key called your Enterprise Tracking Tokens credential, which matches your unique ID in our database. The email also contains a few steps that you need to follow within your environment in order for Stasix to become active. Now, let's talk about the installation. To get started, open your terminal window or code editor console like VS Code and complete these quick configuration lines inside your target repository root folder path. First, initialize the local configuration file. You need to create a file named stasix.config.json. Inside that file, you need to paste the name of your organization, the name of your AI system. Next, you need to establish the evidence folder tree. Step 4. You can now activate your baseline verification scan. After you've set up stasix.config.json, you need to set up your evidence folder. Inside your evidence folder, there will be a few different files in them. You'll create and add files here as you go. Once this is done, you can now establish the evidence folder tree. In this example, we use data underscore manifest.cbs and oversight underscore policy.md. Once you've set them up, you need to run a command execution line to initialize your hidden tracking path natively inside your drive layout. Once this is done, you can now run your final command. This is your aha moment. In your command terminal, you could run the command stasix scan and press enter. And there you have it. As you can see in the terminal, Stasix has performed a few scans. We scanned over 2,300 different controls related to AI compliance. And if there are any issues that are identified with the command that you've submitted, you will see that here. Because your files have not received any specific criteria yet, the Stasix scanner will execute a secure network handshake over the live web. It will pull down our over 2,300 regulatory frameworks natively into isolated system runtime memory and cleanly intercept your build. The console window pane will halt your timeline natively with exit code 1 and flash this. The exact millisecond this block happens, your cloud telemetry payload synchronizes in your Stasix dashboard. you have a page called Executive Summary. This is how we measure your in-house AI safety index. This is a real-time compliance score of your active model deployments. As compliance blocks are performed in the code base, this score gets updated in real time. If there are blocks that happen in the code base, this score will change. It can drop or it could go back up to 100%. But this is your real-time view into how well or how compliant your in-house AI is with applicable regulations. Something else you see in this dashboard is your AI system risk overview. It tells you your risk rating, your adjusted score, your control score, and your data profile risk. As you can see on the left hand side, you can have multiple AI agents. Each one comes with a separate rating, a separate control score, and a separate data profile risk score. You will also get a glimpse at what's being monitored and the blocks that are happening in the enterprise monitoring section. In this example, the AI system called Credit Line Underwriter has a status of blocked. Every time you receive a block, there will be a recommendation as to the type of action you need to take so that you can go ahead and fix the issue and continue with development. You can see all recommendations directly in your terminal window or code editor console. We also provide real-time risk indicators. They include the overall risk rating, the high risk system counts, the total number of critical systems, and the evidence of completion. There is also a model compliance ledger looking at all active systems, total blocks triggered, and active error logs. On the left-hand side, you will also see a developer workspace. This is where you monitor your active repository compliance blockers and trace direct remediation logic. For example, Credit Line Underwriter has one active blocker as of July 5th, 2026. Here, you will see compliance remediation. There's a compliance report available to account admins, and these reports provide a clear view into the enterprise risk at any given point in time. For example, Credit One Bank has an enterprise risk safety index of 100% because there are no current blocks, and this is the number of tokens that were purchased. The STAISIX risk rating for Credit One Bank AI systems is low. Please remember, the STAISIX safety index is a score of all AI systems being tracked in the organization. Individual AI systems have their own score, as noted in the executive summary. In this compliance report, we also show each AI system monitoring report. Each will categorize each system into a risk tier: critical, risk, low risk, or high risk, depending on the number of blocks that are triggered and whether or not those blocks are corrected. Finally, we provide a diagnostic log report. This is your logging and monitoring. You see all the blocks that happened, when they happened, and who were the people working on those codes. When a block has been cleared, you will get the status change of clean/passing. The risk tier will remain as critical for historical purposes, for us to show what type of risk is it that STAISIX prevented. That concludes how STAISIX works. We hope you've enjoyed this brief presentation. And we look forward to receiving your questions and seeing many of you sign up to try it out. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.